Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 18th of April. In this update, a resounding rejection by police over the latest pay offer by the government. The decision now sits with an impartial arbitrator after 75% of officers voted no to the latest offer. Police Association President Chris Cahill says it's 4% below what teachers are being offered for the same period. He says officers are under immense pressure, with more work coming through the door.
They're not being able to pay their bills, whether it's their rent, whether it's literally food in some cases. Now, we're aware of officers having to use food banks.
The government's announced it's bringing forward a review of earthquake-prone building rules. Deadlines for owners to bring their buildings up to standard will also be extended by 4 years. Building and Construction Minister Chris Pink says it's a move to cut red tape, which he says will be welcome news for building owners. There are currently more than 5,000 quake-prone buildings across the country. Fears the government hasn't thought through the long-term effects of its cuts to the Ministry of Education. A net 565 roles are in the firing line at the ministry, making up 12% of its workforce. Post-Primary Teachers Association President Chris Abercrombie says this isn't the way to increase achievement and better education. And there are questions for the government in the wake of mass job cuts at Oranga Tamariki. The Children's Ministry is proposing disestablishing more than 600 roles and creating 185, leaving a total loss of 447 jobs. Children and Care organisation Voice CEO Tracy Shipton says it'll be our kids who feel it most.
What's the promise that they're going to make to young people in care, and how we're going to keep them safe?
Praise for the government's plan to add 20-year extensions to ports' coastal permits. Ports were given 35-year permits under the 1991 RMA plan, which would expire in 2026. Port of Auckland CEO Roger Gray says the new proposal gives ports the certainty that they can continue to operate where and how they are now. The finalists are in for this year's Aotearoa Music Awards. Stan Walker leads the way with 5 nominations, including Album and Solo Artist of the Year, as well as Single of the Year with his song I Am.
I don't wanna be the same.
Other categories include Best Group, Best Solo Artist and Best Māori Artist. Finalists include established names like the Beths and Marlon Williams to emerging talents like Georgia Lyons and Kotari. The awards ceremony will take place late next month. In sport, former Warriors Kevin Campion and Steve Price have acknowledged the signing of Kiwi skipper James Fisher-Harris as one of the most promising in the club's history. Former All Blacks coach Ian Foster is refusing to rule out a return to the international rugby arena and plotting against his old side as he prepares to take charge of Japanese club Toyota Verblitz next season. LeBron James is returning to the Olympics for the first time in 12 years, and Steph Curry is due to make his maiden appearance at the Games when they play for the United States basketball team in Paris. I'm Neva Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.